Hello, everyone. It's Monday evening and a beautiful day here in Marietta. I have spent the entire day working on my camper. I'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm going to do a wine tasting tonight with the idea of hoping I can hold a signal. Seems to be a lot of sunspots and crap flying off the sun that's messing up satellites and everything else. So we'll see how long we can hold this signal. It's been a while since I've done any wine tastings. I've had a very busy week. I have done lots of hiking, as if you follow me on Facebook, you know that. I have ate some nice foods and so forth. So thought it was time to get back and do a wine tasting. So I'm going to do a tasting today on a Portuguese rosé. The name of the winery is Pica-Pau. Pica-Pau, Pica-Pau. So, I looked up what Pica-Pau means, and Pica-Pau means woodpecker. So, I don't know how they tied that to the name of the winery, but in any event, it is Pica-Pau. It's a 2020 rosé, and again, it's from Portugal. It sells for about $18. I didn't check to see what the alcohol by volume is. 12.5%. So it's 12.5% alcohol by volume. All right, let's get into this and let's see what we got as far as tasting. It's a rosé. It's a very pale rosé. I hold it up to the light and I noticed a couple of things. It's more of a rose-colored rosé than most of the ones that I have seen. Most of them have a little bit of straw-colored or something like this. This is very rose-colored, almost like a faded rose, I guess. Viscosity's good. It has very nice legs on it. Clarity is impeccable, as you would expect. Let's see what we get here on this tasting. Oh, there's no question about this one. This one is strawberry on the nose. Big time strawberry. There's something else besides just the strawberry. There's some other type of berry in there. Perhaps raspberry, but in a way it kind of has a hint of citrus in there. Which citrus and strawberry doesn't really go together. And if I said raspberry, I meant strawberry. Very strong strawberry aroma. So strawberry with a very faint hint of maybe raspberry or citrus. It's quite pleasant. I actually don't think I've had this aroma on a wine recently. Let's give it a taste and see. Well, I just bit into a strawberry. What's that mean? This is like biting into a strawberry. That's what it tastes like. It's not quite as sweet as a strawberry. It's got very, very, very strong strawberry flavors, but it's a dry rosé, so it won't be sweet like a strawberry, but it has the strawberry taste. If this was the very first time someone that had ever done a wine tasting and they was to taste this, they would not miss it being strawberry. They would pick up the strawberry right out the gate. This one gives itself away on the palate, on the bouquet, and you can smell the strawberry when you sniff it. You can taste the strawberry when you sip it. It's a very nice wine. I think this would go good with a salad. It might do good with perhaps a whitefish, an orange roughy, or something white, a whitefish. It would do well with. I'm having fish tonight for dinner, and I'm going to have a green salad with it. And I think that this wine will go perfect with that. So, all right. Well, listen, I wanted to get on here and give you a wine tasting. It has been a while. I'm receiving zero feedback from everyone, so I don't know really what you want me to taste. We were in Giant Eagle, I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday last week, and we were perusing the wine section. And I said to Marion, I said, there are so many wines that everybody knows what these wines are, and I would love to do tastings, and that way people could buy the same wine and taste it and see how it compares. But and I've asked that question numerous times for people to give me an idea of what they would like for me to taste, and I don't get any feedback. So I can't obviously buy the entire supermarket wine aisle and do tastings on that. But again, if you would like for me to taste a Joel God, whatever. There's so many different wines out there. I'd be more than happy to do a tasting for you. Ménage à Trois. I think we did a Ménage à Trois the other day. Just so many. There's a lot of Zens out there. There's a lot of Cabs, Merlots, you name it, they're there. All right, well, listen, I'm going to let you go. It's going to be a very short wine tasting. As I said, I spent the day working on my camper. I had to re-bolt the front cargo box down. It has U-bolts holding it on, and it has lock nuts. But the lock nuts had been slipping over the last year or so, loosening. Excuse me. So I noticed the cargo box had shifted a little bit. So I went out and I bought some nylon locking stainless steel nuts. But then, of course, the U-bolt sticks down, so I had to buy a deep socket adapter for that particular size, so that otherwise I'd be sitting there with a wrench forever and a day. So I did 2, 4, 6, 8. I did all 8 nuts locking, nylon locking nuts today. I washed the camper. I cleaned off a lot of the road tar, and then after I got it all washed, wiped down, and then I put on all the stickers that I've collected for the last 3 or 4 rallies that I hadn't put on the camper or put in my rally book, as I call it. So I got that done, and then I installed a secondary outdoor night light for the camper on the back side, or I should say that'd be the driver's side. It's away from the door side on my little cool camp. My cool camp will be 6 years old in 3 weeks. I bought it at the end of August in 2018. I read another article. Somebody says, how do you attach something without putting a hole in your camper, in the camper walls? And I chuckle because that seems to be the fixation with the runaway people. Well, I'm going to buy this camper, but I'm not going to put anything permanent in this camper. I'm not going to put any holes in the wall because I may want to resell it. Well, I have a different philosophy. I bought this camper 6 years ago. It's got a bazillion holes in it and nails in it and screws in it because I bought this camper to customize it the way I want it. I had no intentions of reselling it. I may resell it someday. Who knows? I'm not going to lose any value on it because I've had the thing 6 years. But on the same token, I've built a whole little galley in the back. I've hung lights in it, and I've got screw hooks all through it, and got stuff hanging here and hanging there. And so I laugh when I see people that buys these campers and they don't want to put a nail in the camper. They don't want to ruin the pristine condition of the camper. My camper is Wayne's camper, and it's going to be that way. All right, we're talking campers and wine. This is a wine channel. All right, well, listen, I appreciate you all stopping by for those who listen to the podcasts. And again, please feel free to contact me with any wine information. And also, feel free to do your own wine tastings and make a post on here and tell me. A video is even better. But if you don't want to do a video, if you're camera shy, do a post on it. By the way, I read another article yesterday about the separation of the must from the wine, and I didn't understand until yesterday that there are actually two ways of removing the must. I forget, I read it on Facebook of all places. I forget the names of it. I'm going to have to research it, and I'll probably do a short podcast on it. One, you remove the must from the top, and the other way, you remove the must from the bottom, which is, of course, called the lees. So it's interesting that I was reading about that. Well, listen, everyone take care and enjoy your week ahead of you. And I've got a lot of things I want to get done this week. And then next week I've got to do final prep before I leave next Thursday, a week from this Thursday, for the big Kentucky rally, which is one of our big ones. We have, I believe, 21 people that have signed up so far. So if you're a runaway person and you're also on my wine team here, if you haven't signed up, you want to go, come join us. Y'all take care now, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.